Yeah, folks, this is Jerome Buie, Kubi Me Ministry. We've been together feeding people on K Street. People were crying out there. You went under the bridges to help people. What motivates you? And I know you're writing a book about your dad. Talk about that.
Yeah, well, I did. My passion, man, my wife's passion for the last 20 years has been homeless ministries, and so we've been feeding the homeless for over 20 years. God bless us to have a food truck, and we was going out to K Street, feeding the homeless through the food trucks and restaurants was coming aboard, different ministries and churches. Bishop Twine and them was donating food to the truck regular, so we was able to go out there all day long and just feed the homeless, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. To God be the glory. And I didn't know that my father was missing out of my life for over 40 years. And when I finally got back in contact with him and come to find out he was homeless. So that's probably why my passion's been homeless, because God knew that my father was homeless all them years.
Wow.
Wow.
Tell me about, Pastor Buie, when you got that call from your dad that he was alive, and tell your audience, I know we got about 2 more minutes, talk about how you felt in picking your dad up and spending your time with him before he passed away.
Wow, like I said, me and my wife have feeding the homeless for over 20 years. It's been our passion, but my wife was in the kitchen one day about 4 years ago, and she got a call saying that somebody was in the hospital out in Maine, and their name was Buie, Timothy Buie. And my wife said, well, my husband got a brother named Timothy Buie. He said, no, he's a senior. And so we've been looking for my father for 40 years. No one knew where he was at. Come to find out it was my father who was missing for 40 whole years. He was in the mental hospital out there in Maine. And so we got the information. We went out and got him, man, and brought him back to health and everything, man. So all that time, he was homeless over 30-something years. That's why nobody could never contact him. His Social Security number wasn't active because he was walking the streets for the last 35, 40 years. No one knew. Wow. But we brought him back to our house. We got him back in his right mind, got him on medications, and come to find out he had colon cancer. So his last days of his life was his better days of his life. 3 years later, after we got him back in our life, he died. But his latter days was his best days. We loved back on him, and we brought him back, to life. He had an opportunity to go out there and even feed the homeless with me. And I asked him how that felt. That you was homeless all the years, and then you feeding the homeless. Wow, it was an unbelievable thing, man. It was just unbelievable.
Well, I want to thank you, man, for just supporting the PIC TV network. You got all these awards in your hand, man.
Man, thank PIC TV network, man. I've been there from the beginning. I thank God for PIC TV network, and the best is yet to come. They're going places. PIC TV network. Dr. David Evans, keep your ears and eyes open. I'm telling you, tremendous things about to happen.
Thank you, sir.